Baseball truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. This episode is sponsored by Baseballism. Go to baseballism.com. Check out their gear. It's awesome. From a young age, kids from even as early as 7, 8, 9 years old get a hitting instruction. So they get hitting instruction from coaches. They get hitting instruction from hitting coaches, parents. They get hitting instruction. They might not be paying for it, but there's some sort of teaching going on from a young age. The teaching is great. The teaching isn't the problem. The problem is the teaching, the way it's done today, promotes negativity, and it promotes something in the hitter's brain that doesn't allow them to be confident. So what happens is a hitter, after every swing they take, they're being told by 10 different people what they're doing wrong all the time. Oh, you rolled over, you pulled your head, you dipped your shoulder, whatever it is that they're being told. Most of the time that information isn't necessarily wrong, but from a young age they're being told all the time that something is wrong. And then they get to a game and they're thinking about trying to do stuff not wrong versus stepping into the box confidently and being able to compete and staying positive mentally. So from a young age, they're taught something's always wrong with me. Something's always wrong with my swing. Did I do it right? Did I do it the way that everyone's telling me to do it? And what that does, by the time they're 14, 15, 16 years old into high school, they're overly mechanicked as far as with their swing. They're overly roboticized, they're overly analytical. They think so much is always wrong with them. And I see a lot of kids these days that have zero confidence with what they're doing, not because of anything they're being taught or not being taught, is because they're taught from an early age that something is always wrong. You've seen it, I've seen it. Kids all the time, number one, they're putting too much pressure on themselves, but number two, they go back to the dugout after they get out. Maybe they pop up or ground out or strike out, right? And they go back to the dugout and they're looking at mom and dad and coach, and they're looking at everyone like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Sometimes you did nothing wrong. It's called hitting. Sometimes you take a good swing and just miss the pitch. Sometimes you take a good swing and the ball moves and you don't see the movement. A lot of times, nothing's wrong, but you're training your brain that something's always wrong with your swing. And as a hitter, if you're doing that, you have zero chance to really get in there and do what really matters as a hitter, which is get in there and see the ball react and compete and adjust to what the pitcher's trying to do. But these days, that doesn't happen. These days, something's always wrong. Coaches, this is on you specifically, especially hitting coaches out there. We have to allow failure to happen. We have to allow the hitter to figure things out on their own. And most importantly, listen to this, most importantly, we cannot be so picky at an early age. Allow their swing not to be perfect sometimes. They're 8, 9, 10 years old. They shouldn't have a perfect swing. They need to learn how to be aggressive. They need to learn how to compete mentally. They learn how to be confident with what they're doing versus thinking what's wrong with me all the time. So this is a plea to parents and coaches alike all over the place. Yes, we want what's best for our kids. Yes, we want them to perform at their highest ability, but at a young age, let them be a little bit. Don't force them into a robotic swing. Don't force them into a robotic mindset, which is even worse. And most importantly, don't force them into a negative, non-confident mindset by what we're telling them. Allow failure. Allow them to not be perfect all the time so that they're able to figure it out themselves and intentionally try to build up the confidence, because if you do not have confidence at the plate, you will never be very good. And we need to start building that confidence when they're young. So this isn't something that's trying to bag on people. This is just kind of a plea to say, let's get it done right. Let's build confidence. Let's not say something's wrong after every swing, especially hitting coaches. You guys that have seen hitting coaches, they take a swing, 3 things wrong. Do this, do that, do this. Good swing on this, but do that, and do this. We have to be more positive. We have to teach, but we also have to allow failure, and we have to allow imperfection. God bless.